Hello guys and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam and we are back again with another one as we are going to be previewing the Premier League and all the games that are going to be played this week. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you excited? What are you expecting this week? There is a big game, by the way. Manchester United have a visit to Anfield. That one's going to be an interesting one. I don't even want to get into it, but we will see how the game will be played on. It's gonna be exciting times, people, and I am really excited. I wanna know your thoughts in the comment section. How has it been? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How have you been enjoying the Premier League? Talk about the Champions League. Big teams went out on Wednesday, I think Wednesday and Thursday. Now we also talk about Carabao in this European trophies in like the Conference League in Europe. Liverpool lost their second game again in Europe, but unlike last one, this one makes a little bit more sense because if we complained about them not putting out a bigger team, that one was even a worse one. So there's all those things to talk about, but let's just preview the games. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section before we go far. Let's talk about Manchester United. I've already done so much to talk about them a bit, so I'm gonna just continue about it a bit in terms of how they played in the Champions League, how they went out, and what are the people's thoughts on them exactly. Where is your mindset at with how they've been performing? Because so many people are wondering exactly, can this ever get worse? Or would this ever get better in any time soon? And my thoughts and whatever I'm always telling the people of the world is that I think this is gonna get worse before it even gets better. Really, to be honest, I think it's gonna get worse. And I remember saying there's some words last season when we were talking about Liverpool's crisis. And I think we are at that level where we have to look at Manchester City in that lens, that you have to understand that this team is in a crisis. They need to find their way out of this crisis. If they can't, they will always find themselves in these situations where people always come out and say whatever they want to say about them because they just cannot find a run. They cannot really buy a win to save themselves anyway. No, that one is saved for Chelsea anyway. But you understand what I'm talking about. This whole team shows that they have no belief, they have no trust, and they have no identity. And all these things are what a manager symbolizes. Whenever we talk about a manager, we always have different identities of how the football is played, how the game goes on according to the manager who will be in that team. And I have been really struggling to find the identity of what Eric Ten Hag is trying to do at Manchester United. And so many people are calling for his head, but the problem is this: as people are calling for his head, there are some people who are still saying that no, sacking a manager won't help. We've done this many times, and we cannot continue playing the same thing and hoping for different results. It didn't work the first time, it did not work the second time, it cannot work the third time, and it's certainly never gonna work the fourth time. So because I think there are about 6 managers now. I won't Ragnick, and I won't really go in deep in him because it was an intern manager, an intern coach or something like that. But all what the world are saying, we have to say it's true. But my question is that can this be true in all sense that maybe Manchester United needs to find a manager who can come in and put on his identity in the team, so that after the identity of the manager is seen, the only thing that the world will be left with is to point to the Glazers in terms of not supporting the manager or doing something so that the manager can produce the world's best. Because say it if you want it, everything that you are going to judge Postecoglou, you always respect him for the type of game he plays in terms of the manner of how he approaches games. You can never judge him in terms of how it looks like he is not really giving. The identity of Postecoglou from day one has always been clear, and we know what he offers. We can also say the same thing as well about Jurgen Klopp. There were some moments that people were actually complaining. Whenever we talk about Liverpool, what are the Liverpool fans always complaining about? We are always complaining about FSG not backing Jurgen Klopp because we know the identity, we know what he wants, and we always believe that if we give him the players he needs, he'll always get the best out of this team. So, with Erik ten Hag, the problem that has made this whole entire thing or the whole world be against him is because he has come out live on live television and he said that he will never play the identity of Ajax. Some people actually buy into whatever he offers because of the identity he was playing at Ajax. So if a manager comes out and says that he's not going to play the identity he was playing at Ajax, that always brings out anger in terms of what the world is expecting, in terms of what the fans are expecting. That's where, when you look at it from the lens of some of the Manchester United fans are coming from, they're saying that the reason they're not going to back ten Hag is because this man comes out on live television, tells the world that he will never play the real reason why people actually started believing in his style. He will never play this type of football which got him to get the job at Manchester United. And because of that, whatever he's going to say from now on, whatever he's going to say, he'll promise, nobody's going to really buy into it because that's not exactly what they know him for. And he has already come out on live television and said that he will never do that. So that tells you everything that is happening with Manchester United. So they were beaten with the Bournemouth, and I think if you haven't watched my thoughts in terms of the review show, go check it out. I'm gonna be doing this, people, to big 6 games. I'm always gonna be doing some 6 minutes or maybe less videos just talking about the games and what I thought of the game, like I did after they went out in the Champions League, as well as what he has to offer, because now the problem is this: when they played Bayern never showed like they wanted to play, but in the way that they were playing, Manchester United never offered enough to try and challenge Bayern, so that they at least try to show what they're capable of doing, or maybe try to show the type of game that they can play. So that in itself just built all this craziness. Now that's where we are now. So many fans want him gone. But things don't get any easier, because there is a trip to Anfield. Liverpool lost by the way in Europa yesterday, but it was the young kids, and I think that all the players that win the game were Cody Gakpo. Gomez came in later and Nunes came in. It was a boring game. I watched the game. The kids tried their all, but they just could not copy with the pressure. Konata was in the game as well, but you could see that the team that they were playing with, Liverpool were really outclassing the team in the game. They had nothing really to offer. They tried everything that they could do, but that could not even help them. So you could understand that, okay, they went out. Let's hope that they build something from this. Let's hope that they give us something from this. I'm not hoping that this affects them. So these are two teams that are coming to meet each other. Both of them have already lost the game. So we are hoping for an amazing fixture. We are hoping for an excitement in terms of how the fixture will be played at. But yeah, that's how the game played out. Like, I have really nothing to say more about it. Liverpool tried to attack. Gakpo could not really get into the game. Everything that they just did, it was just particular Liverpool. You remember how we approached the Leeds game, the Luton game, that it felt like the team was playing like they'd already won the match and we suffered from them. That's exactly how I saw the game. It was really irritating. But also in the Premier League, we are coming from a win, and now guess what? We are at the top of the league. After beating Crystal Palace, some people still saying that it was not fair. Liverpool, both the referees of VAR was on their side. I just don't get it. If a guy makes a tackle, like a tackle after, purposely standing in front of a player and he was given a yellow card, which has been given yellow cards, I would say that was just crazy of, this guy who got a red card in Crystal Palace. But in terms of Liverpool, we have not really played so well, and I'm hoping that at least we get into our first gear, because what we are offering right now and what I'm seeing, to be honest, I've really not been enjoying it, and I'm hoping that that could change so that at least we could see something, because all these things are all going to be important, especially with the game we are going to be playing very, very soon. They are all going to be important, so we need to find the confidence. We need to find direction in terms of how the game will be approached, because if we don't, we are in trouble. I need Liverpool to win this game, and I'm believing Liverpool will win this game, and I'm believing they will really, really, really give us a game to talk about. I'm hoping that United will really be given a test. In terms, I believe they will be given something to ask questions over. I think, according to the rumors we are being told, I think Liverpool put a performance which will get Ten Hag sacked, because they're saying that if there is a heavy defeat, he will be sacked, and maybe Graham Potter becomes the next manager. I have no about that, but I need to see a performance which I can hold on to, a performance which can build up to the Arsenal game, so that we can have a good performance. Because if I don't, I'm gonna have a problem with the game. We saw that Virgil van Dijk, Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold did not even travel with the team. They remained at Anfield so that they can prepare as they prepare for the games. You could see that way Klopp is trying to plan it. He's trying to get his team ready as we keep continuing to, to challenge for the Premier League. We are hoping to win it. We are at the top, and of course we need to win it. Arsenal, we were played first, so it means that there will be so much pressure. So we need a performance which also keep the pressure also on our rivals, so that the things continues the way they are. So it's gonna be exciting to see how the game will be approached. It's gonna be exciting to see how the things will go. But one thing that I need is a performance. The game is on a Sunday, so it's a Super Sunday game. 6:30 my time. I think it's 4:30 in Britain. So you see, it's now 2 hour difference. I have no idea how the times will even work, but it's a 2 hour difference from the time where the game will be played in Britain and the way time will be played in my time and where I am. So I'm really excited about this game. Just coming from the Brighton Arsenal win, it's gonna be exciting. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because I know Liverpool are gonna win this game. I know. I'm hoping to have at least a 5-0 win, because the reason why I'm so confident about this. Not even talking about Manchester United, they've always struggled in Liverpool. The last time they actually scored at Anfield, can you believe this? It was in 2018. It was in 2018. I think it was Jose Mourinho's season, or maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And Jesse Lingard was the guy who scored the goal. It was actually an early goal where Shakira came in and we beat them by 3-1. That was the last time. Every single time they've been coming to Anfield, they are getting peppered. They are getting peppered. Last season of all was even worse, 7-0. That tells you everything about what's going to be happening in this game. But what even makes this game even worse this time is because Bruno Fernandes is out, decided to, take a rest on this one. Harry Maguire, the guy who looked like was the informed player for them, is out. What do you call this? Luke Shaw, again, another injury. He's out. The other one is out. So, if I have to guess, that defensive is actually Varane and Johnny Evans. In terms of fullbacks, it will be Wan-Bissaka on the other side, along with Luis Diaz if he's the one who's going to play. And on the other side, I think it will be, if I'm not making a mistake, it will be Diego Dalot or maybe Reguilon. I'm not really sure, one of those ones. So that tells you already that there is something to get from Liverpool. It's going to be a long day for United come Sunday, but it's going to be exciting because I'm there for it. I'm 100% there for it. I'm committed. I want to enjoy this game. I want to see it, and I can't wait to see how the game goes on. But I'm telling you, this is going to be a long day for United. So my prediction is Liverpool 5, United 0. I'm hoping they're even for a big thrashing over this game. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Arsenal hosting Brighton. This is the second bigger game that I have of the week. Arsenal hosting Brighton. The last time Arsenal beat Brighton at Emirates was actually about 3 years ago now, or maybe 2 years ago. It was in 2021. Yeah, so it's about 2 or close to 3 years. Remember, we're almost in 2024. 3 years ago. So Arsenal needs to have a performance, especially that shows that they have a title charge. They are actually challenging for this Premier League. It's going to be exciting to see how they'll approach this game. It's going to be exciting to see exactly what they're going to offer. I don't know. They've got some good news though. Mikel Arteta is not going to be charged. The reason why he's not going to be charged is because somehow the panel that was revealing this, they said that he did not really mean what he said. So let's just go with whatever they're saying. He did not really mean what he said. Let's just pretend like we did not hear what he said because he did not really mean what he said. So that is good news. I'm not really one who's gonna be coming out here and hoping that he gets sacked or something like that. I'm just saying that we've been told he did not really mean what he said. He was saying it in terms of the Spanish version. It's exciting, so he's not going to be charged according to the FA. That is to be the new law that the FA are reaching. Maybe they saw it was terrible to actually charge him because all the Arsenal and the Gunner fans were after the FA, especially after holding him down in terms of the game against what was that team, Aston Villa. So they're already angry at him. So so they just thought, let's not get ourselves involved into this. Let's just not put this guy into it. So that just makes the game so interesting to see how the other one's gonna go on. Like, we'll leave it there. The other game that we need to look at, I think my prediction is this: the game is gonna go Arsenal 2, Brighton 1. I know Arsenal have not been beating this team, but I think there's always a moment where things has to come to an end, and this has to be for this season. And I see nothing but a win for Arsenal. Brighton, because of Brighton's up and down, they go up, they go down, so that confuses me. I never know exactly where the team stands. So because of that, I have to go with Arsenal 100%. I feel like they have the upper hand in this game, and they will get something. Let's talk about the game that is going to be played today. I mean, to the time when this video will be, released to the world. They're going to be playing Nottingham Forest in a game which is going to be played at 10 o'clock my time, maybe 8 o'clock in Britain time, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be an exciting game for the Tottenham Hotspurs because after beating, which team did they beat last week? After beating Newcastle by 4-1, they need a performance that builds on that, and they need a performance that screams confidence. And Nottingham Forest has not really been the team that has been doing so well in terms of this season, in terms of their performance. Their manager's job is actually hanging under the thread. I know they drew 1-1 against Fulham, but this is a different game. Of course, they're a different animal when you play them at their home ground. It's Nottingham Forest, but I just see that this is going to be an exciting game, and this could actually be a different game than what the rest of the world are actually thinking. So because of that, I think Nottingham Forest will lose this game by at least 2-0 or even 3-1, if I'm not mistaken. So that's how I'm predicting this one. Bournemouth are playing Luton Town, and Bournemouth have been a house of fire because it's at Bournemouth's ground. I'm going to predict Bournemouth are going to win this game so easy, maybe by 4. Yeah, 4-0. After what they did to United, what are they going to do to Luton? But even though when you talk about structural wise, Luton's defense is even better than United. So we could say maybe it could end by maybe 3-1 or maybe 2-1. Never know. So my prediction is to be final is 3-1 to Bournemouth. Chelsea are playing Sheffield United. The problem with Chelsea, and I have to say it, you don't know which Chelsea you're getting. As much as they might look like they're playing so well, as much as they look like they'll offer something, you just don't know which Chelsea you're going to get in a particular day. And because of that, there's just that uncertainty, that element of confusion whenever you're looking at them, whenever you're predicting games for them. You never know if they're going to get the game done or if they're going to win the games. They were beaten in their last game against Everton. It was a crazy game. They lost by 2-0 at Goodison Park. And now they're playing Sheffield, a Sheffield team that is coming with so much confidence after beating Brentford. The Brentford team, which actually has a better structure than what Chelsea offers whenever you look at the game. But I think there's some good news for Chelsea here. Conor Gallagher is back, who, by the way, they're selling. Yeah, we have to make that perfectly clear. They're selling Conor Gallagher. He's back in this game, and I think that has to be a boost for Chelsea. I hope this helps them to get something at the end of the day. Let's help them to get something in the game. I don't know. It could be full of surprises, but my prediction is to be clear. I think Chelsea win this game by 1-0, and I'm hoping that they win this game by 1-0 because they cannot continue losing the way they are losing. In fact, if they continue losing, Mauricio Pochettino's job could be on fire or under threat, whatever you're going to call it. We'll buy anything you say. Anyway, as we move on to those people who are watching on podcast, guys, do me a favor, click the like, Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And to those people who cannot watch the video, please check out the podcast channel. It is there, the Football Connect. Just go check it out on Spotify. Also share the links. I'll put the link in the description so that you help the Football Connect grow as a channel, as a community. That's the best way you help us, and you help us grow. So, like I said, I hope Chelsea win. Manchester City are playing Crystal Palace. By the way, it depleted Crystal Palace because they have so many injuries more than Man City. Liverpool game did not help. Andre Ayew with that red card did not even help a bit. It's going to be an exciting game. That's for sure. We're going to be seeing so many things over this game. I am hoping that it is clear as we hope it has to be. But my prediction is very clear. Man City has to win this game, and I think they're going to win this game by 3-1. Yeah, the reason I'm putting that one, it seems like it's hard for Man City to finish a game with a clean sheet normal these days. I have no idea. They have to work on that. I hope that they get better. John Stones is back. That could help out, especially with Rodri, with the guy in the midfield. What would Crystal Palace offer? I'm not really sure. They have so many injuries, and they're gonna really feel it as they face this team, because they will attack, they will cause problems. It's gonna be exciting to see what happens. Newcastle are playing Fulham, and it's gonna be played at an interesting time. Fulham are on that team that is on fire. Newcastle are dealing with injuries, and they're looking like they're tired. They've got some boost right now. They've got some players that were coming back from this one, but also coming from that Champions League defeat against AC Milan. You could say that maybe their confidence is low. You could say that maybe they're not really confident enough to go do something. But I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping that they rise back from this and start winning games for a change, because their performance, whatever they've been offering, it has really been terrible. And I'm hoping that really changes. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What are you seeing this game going like? And who's going to win this game? My mind is really clear. I think this could end in a draw. Let's call it the Desmond Tutu, because as much as I would like Fulham to say that they're going to walk over Newcastle, I'm believing that Newcastle's maybe injury returnees could actually offer more into the game and give this game an upper hand. So my prediction is a Desmond Tutu. Let's see what happens on that. Burnley are playing Everton tomorrow, which is going to be on Saturday. It's going to be an exciting game. I think this is part of the goal rush. I don't know how this game will go on but I think Everton will win at the end of the day, 1-0 or 2-0. They could be in trouble as well, because according to reports, there are rumors that there could also be some other points deductions over their breaches in terms of how the court cases of other teams that are in the championships are going. But yeah, we have to keep you updated over that one, how it will play out like, and what's actually going to happen at the end of the day. But like I'm saying, it could be peak. Could be peak for Everton here, but in this game they will win, like I said, by 2-0. West Ham are playing Wolves. That's a good game. Wolves draw their last game. West Ham were beaten by their last game. So they are two teams that they need to rise. David Moyes' job is really under pressure, especially after losing the way they did last time. They were beaten by 5-0 against Fulham. So when you think about it, you could say that Danny O'Neill's Wolves might have an upper hand over this game, but this game has been played at home. So you're hoping, and at least I'm hoping, West Ham will have an upper hand, and they will use that upper hand to get something into the game. But this is a team that is always full of surprises. What you're hoping for can not always be what you get with this team. So my prediction has to be clear and set in stone. I think and I believe Wolves win this game by 2-1. I feel like West Ham have to find themselves, and they won't find themselves. I'm hoping that they do get something in this game, to be honest. But let's see. If they get it, I think the best they will get is a draw. So, like I'm saying, Wolves has to win this game by 2-1. If they don't, I think we have to start asking if Gary O'Neill is doing enough. Is really doing enough to give his team that upper hand that they need. That has to be my honest thoughts and assessment over the games. The other game that is being played is Aston Villa versus Brentford. I think this game is going to be a big betting, a big watering 4-0 to Aston Villa. Even though they don't do well when they travel, they are number 3. They know they're in the top 4. Unai Emery is going to give so much believe into this team so that they keep going. That good evening that doesn't just happen by fate or by mistakes. There is a reason for the good evening. So I feel like the good evening will really be what it will be evening on this day. And I'm seeing nothing but an Aston Villa win. I think 4-0 is my final score. I feel like it will be a really, really big battery. It's going to be exciting. Let's see what happens. Let's just talk about the league stands as it stands right now before we go move out here, because we're already done predicting all the games that are going to be played. So the league standing as things stands right now, Liverpool are top with 16 games played of all the gay teams. I think 16 games for all the teams. They have 37 points. The team that follows them very close is Arsenal with the 36 points, and Aston Villas are number 3 with 35 points. Man City are number 4 with 33 points. Now the top 4 is to matter, especially after United and Newcastle went out. If Liverpool don't win the Europa, that number 5th spot for the Premier League teams does not really apply. So let's hope Liverpool win the Europa. But at this moment, like we're talking, the top 5 right now, Tottenham are with 30 points, and they are number 5 and 6, Man United with the 27 points. Newcastle, if they win the game, they go on top. Let's see how that one plays out. And at the bottom, Sheffield United are still at the bottom. They are now at the bottom. They won their last game, but they have 8 points, just the same as Burnley with 8 points. Luton Town have 9, Everton have 13, and Nottingham Forest has 14. So this is how the relegation zone is looking like. Chelsea are now number 12 with 19 points, who they're actually sharing the points with Wolves and Bournemouth. If Bournemouth and Wolves win and Chelsea doesn't even draw, they go on top. So it's going to be exciting to see how that one plays out. So do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. We'll be back again with another one as we look at how the games will be going on. In fact, we'll be back again tonight as I will be giving you my thoughts over the Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest game. It will be over by then. So do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. That's the best way to support the Football Connect. I'm out. Peace.